In the early years of the 19th century, the winds of the Southern Ocean carried tales of adventure and rebellion to the farthest reaches of the British Empire. Among the many transported to the penal colonies of Australia, one woman would rise above her station, defy the chains of oppression, and vanish into legend. Her name was Charlotte Badger, and in the annals of history, she is remembered as Australia's first female pirate, a figure who seized her freedom with cunning, courage, and the daring spirit of the age. Charlotte Badger's story begins not with piracy, but with poverty. Born in England around 1778, Charlotte grew up in a time when survival was a daily struggle for the poor. Like many women of her class, her options were few, and the temptation to steal was ever present. For the crime of petty theft, a mere handful of coins or goods, she was convicted and sentenced to transportation. The British justice system saw her shipped across the globe to the harsh penal colony of New South Wales, a world away from everything she had known. Life in the colony was brutal. Convict women like Charlotte labored in backbreaking conditions, often subject to the whims of overseers and settlers alike. But even in these desperate circumstances, Charlotte's resilience shone through. She survived her sentence and, by 1806, found herself aboard the colonial brig Venus. The ship was bound for the penal outpost at Van Diemen's Land, carrying a cargo of supplies, a handful of convicts, and a crew unaware that history was about to be made. As Venus sailed along the rugged coast of New South Wales, tension simmered below decks. The captain, Samuel Chase, was unpopular, and discipline was harsh. The crew, a mix of convicts and free men, conspired together, fueled by dreams of freedom and the promise of a new life beyond the reach of British law. Among them was Charlotte Badger, accompanied by her young daughter. What happened next became the stuff of legend. In a dramatic mutiny, the captain was overpowered, and the convicts seized control of the Venus. With the ship under new command, they made a fateful decision: to set sail for the wild, unmapped shores of New Zealand, a land rumored to be rich in resources and beyond the grasp of colonial authorities. Charlotte Badger, now a free woman in all but name, was thrust into a world as dangerous as it was unknown. The ship anchored at the Bay of Islands, where the Maori people watched with curiosity and suspicion. According to some accounts, Charlotte and another woman, Kitty Haggerty, were the only female members of the mutineers. The rest of the crew scattered, some seeking refuge among the Maori, others vanishing into the untamed wilderness. From here, Charlotte's story dissolves into myth. Some say she integrated into Maori society, living out her days far from the world that had condemned her. Others claim she set sail again, perhaps to Tonga or across the Pacific, forever eluding those who would drag her back to captivity. Colonial authorities searched in vain, but Charlotte Badger was never seen again by European eyes. Her legend grew in the telling. Newspapers and sailors' tales recast her as a ruthless pirate, a cunning mutineer, a woman who defied the empire itself. But beneath the embellishments lies a powerful truth. Charlotte Badger was a woman who seized her own destiny in a world determined to deny her agency. Today, her name endures as a symbol of rebellion and resilience. She stands as a reminder that even in the darkest corners of history, the human spirit can break its chains and chart a course into the unknown. Charlotte Badger, convict, mutineer, and perhaps Australia's first female pirate, her true fate may be lost to time, but her legend sails on, untamed and unforgettable.